my fellow horror gamers. I hope you guys are having a good October. Today's 31 Days of Halloween review is on compilation title with a twist. Vampire Chronicle for Matching Service for the Sega Dreamcast. Vampire Chronicle for Matching Service was released on the Sega Dreamcast on August 10, 2000 in Japan, and it was actually a mail-order game that you had to purchase through Sega Direct. And believe it or not, this title used to cost a fortune on eBay, fetching upwards of $150 to $200. And the reason why is because there is only 5,000 discs. So this is one of the rarest import Sega Dreamcast games, but over time the price has come down for some unknown reason. And I was able to get my copy for $25 in great condition. And right now the game is averaging $25 to $50 on eBay, so if you want a copy, I would say go out and get one. But the one possible reason I can think of why the price has come down is Capcom re-released the game on the PSP physically as Darkstalkers Chronicles The Chaos Tower in North America, and in Japan it's called Vampire Chronicle The Chaos Tower, and apparently it's identical to the Dreamcast version except for longer loading times. So this could explain why the game's price has come down so much, because believe me, this game dropping so much in price, considering how rare and how good a game it is a very bizarre anomaly. Vampire Chronicle is a compilation title that features 18 characters, but it's not your typical compilation. Instead of having the 4 arcade games it's based off, you actually get a hybrid where you can choose a play mode from one of the 3 core games: Vampire, Hunter, and Savior. But on top of that, you can choose a fighting style from each of the 4 games: Vampire type, Hunter type, Savior type, and Savior 2 type, and this really adds to the replayability and creates a really creative experience. However, there seems to be some confusion if Vampire Hunter's 2 game style is present. I don't see it listed, but a lot of game sites are saying it's here, so maybe it's an unlockable. I don't know. If you guys know the answer, please let me know. Vampire Chronicle features excellent gameplay with some really tight controls, and surprisingly it works pretty well with the Dreamcast analog stick, along with the D-pad of course. Performing special moves is pretty easy, and the game is very button masher friendly, which makes this fighter very approachable to newbies. The game is really well balanced, which is one of Vampire Chronicle's greatest strengths. The graphics and character animations are all really well done, and this is easily one of the best looking 2D fighters on the Dreamcast. The music score is excellent and I really enjoy it. It really adds to the excellent gameplay. In terms of other modes and features, there's not much besides the arcade mode, where you fight the computers, but you can of course battle against a friend, which is really fun. There is a training mode which can help you learn the moves, which is always a good thing, but there's no story mode. But for the time when this game came out, story modes were a new thing, so I can't really say anything negative about this game not having a story mode. One very distinct feature Vampire Chronicle has is it actually has an online versus mode where you could compete against other players in the world, and apparently this was the first fighting game to have online versus, so that's a really amazing and distinctive feature for the time. The Dreamcast servers have been shut down for ages, but apparently thanks to the Dreamcast community, it is possible to go back online and play against other players, and that's something I really want to try when I get a chance, and I highly suggest you guys give it a try if you can. I really like Vampire Chronicle, and it's easily one of my favorite Dreamcast fighting games, and it probably makes my top 10 favorite Dreamcast games of all time, and all around it's a really great game. And the only real negative thing I can say is I really wish every stage from each game is present. From what I have seen, there are stages from each title, but the final boss is the boss from Vampire Savior, and that never changes, and I think that's a bit disappointing, but it's not a major problem. Vampire Chronicle is a really great game, and it's one I highly recommend you guys check out. I give Vampire Chronicle for Matching Service a final score of 9 out of 10. Tune in tomorrow when I cover another interesting horror game. I'll talk to you guys later. This is the Entertainment Wizard, signing off.